So Johnny Boy Steele, he gave me a tour around Barlinnie prison.
Yeah.
And he was telling me stories of the big bad boss of Barlinnie. And I think there was a scene in Wee Man.
Slasher Gallagher.
Slasher Gallagher! Yeah. Can you tell the viewers about Slasher Gallagher?
Slasher Gallagher was a governor who thought he was a gangster. And he would get and open your cell with several screws there. I think the first one he done it was, I got to know about him after his career was getting finished. At the point in time, he had an altercation with Jimmy Boyle. I think even in his last year, they had a fight, a mad fucking fight. That's what they called him, Slasher Gallagher. But what he would do is, being a prison governor, would be aggressive. So he's got not only is he prison governor, he's got the prison security and a couple of big burly people. And if Johnny Boy Steele got a bad time. Bad time about it. I don't know how they done it. Never actually met Johnny Boy. I've met a few of his family first time, but he had a bad time with it. And he gave out quite a fair bit and what he got. But Slasher Gallagher, he was renowned, and a governor acting like opening the door and saying, okay, you want a straightener? You want a fight? That's how nuts he was. But how can you fight somebody that's got a gang there? So if you beat him, you're getting smashed up anyway. And if you say yes, I never actually met him at all. Don't think I'd have got on with him anyway, but he was kind of famous in the penal system in Barlinnie.
And what was his downfall?
What was his downfall? I don't really know that, Sean. I think I'll tell you what his downfall was. He fucking took cartridges into a prison. It's shotgun cartridges by accident, but you shouldn't have them in there. And somebody in the security didn't like him, got him moved out. But apart from that, even the prison officers didn't like him. He was don't like to use this word, Gestapo, but he loved it. And so did some of his minions. So he was a bit older than me. And the irony is, Tommy Campbell bought his old house when he got his compensation.
Oh, wow.
Aye.
That is ironic.
Crazy, yeah. But Slasher Gallagher, governor of Barlinnie at the time, I think he used the mentality that his gang was bigger than anybody else. That's how they ran it. But if he get caught on the outside without his gang, then he'd have been in trouble.
In the movie, you get quite chopsy with the governor and the prison. Did that happen?
At that time, it happened quite a lot because in order the situation you've got to remember, when you go and see the governor, there's a long table, so you can't get him. Right? So he sits at the big table. He's got two bodyguards running about him, and you've got two people there. All you've got is your voice. And on that occasion, that was took out of something in which where when I was in what they call the segregation, the Wendy House in Barlinnie, I did have friendly prison officers, but also had not so friendly prison officers, right? And there was one occasion I was slipped a note under the door regarding the Supergrass, who was Dennis Woodman, who was getting took into the security wings out with it. And it was always this governor that signed them out. So I waited until 2 weeks went past, and then I asked to see the security governor. And then it was a whole charade. He's sitting there with his suit on, he's got two Rottweilers with a spaghetti on the hat, and you know the way it works on, right? And a big long table, so you can't. You know if you're getting beat up anyway, you're not getting any chance to get them. So mine was always words. So he was wondering, yes, because I put the request in to see the security governor. So you get in there, right, Ferris, what's the request? I said, the request is, how well do you know Dennis Sidney Wilkinson? And he looked that silly way towards his two security. You heard of that name? I said, heard of that name? I said, you'll be hearing a lot about that name. why did you sign him out on such and such a date? I just rattled it, I memorised it. I said, don't bother explaining it to me. And if you're involved in trying to manufacture evidence against me, you'll find out about it when I get out. If I get out, and if I don't get out, somebody will come and pay you a visit. Is that a threat? I said, no. Just you get into court and explain how you don't know him, but you do. You signed him out 5 times. So go and you explain that one. That's what I got. So that was the friendly people telling me we don't like what's going on here. So, and probably because I was a Catholic anyway, in a Protestant environment, that my dad, I don't bother with politics, but when you've got a green card and most of them are kind of got the crown on, that's how they're loyal to.